Hi, my name's Andy Cumming. I'm the director of IR Pro Systems, the #1 supplier of infrared paint stripping solutions here in the UK. And I sell the infrared paint stripper system called the Speed Heater, which is probably the most effective system to actually strip paint off wood. Today what we're doing is we're establishing to see whether it will actually work on masonry. Now, I just want to show you an example over here. I'm with Scott at the moment. And he's going to show you, they've obviously used some soda blasting to see what would happen. Scott, could you actually tell us a little bit about what's happened here with the soda blasting?
So as you can see, they've soda blasted it, but it's actually penetrated the render, which was obviously not what we want, because when you paint that will give a really rough finish, which would mean it would need filling with a masonry filler, which would take so much longer to do. So whereas the Speed Heater just strips it straight off.
Okay, could you actually show us an example of how to use the Speed Heater?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so we're actually using the Speed Heater system on masonry, which when I first originally sold it, I didn't really highly recommend. However, this is how much work has actually been done to actually take the paint off, which has obviously proven quite successful. Scott, could you actually explain us a little bit about the Speed Heater in this sense?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've tried various things on this paint stripper, heat guns, it didn't actually work, but because of this Speed Heater, it just seems to penetrate into the paint a lot better, and it actually comes off. So you know, you leave it on for a couple of minutes, like so, and then you can actually hear it bubbling in a minute, and you see smoke coming out, and it's obviously burning it off. And then we just use this blade to get behind it.
Actually, that's actually one good question, because you do get fumes from it and it does heat it up.
Yeah.
Compared to a heat gun, which is actually a naked flame.
Yeah.
Because this is no naked flame, how does that compare?
Well, I mean, because obviously this isn't as hot as a heat gun. The heat gun will probably release really toxic fumes as well, because it goes at such a high heat at like 600 degrees, whereas this only heats at about 200, doesn't it?
Right, that's correct. Yeah.
So you know, I think that's see it bubble, and then literally it just peels off. So good, you know, and with a heat gun it doesn't do that.
Wow.
Get it off, you know, so you can really see how it comes off.
Wow. And do you actually need to get it back to all brown, or is it?
No, this is fine. You know, just back to this, because the paint we use actually will cover this as well. I mean, what we'll probably do is after it's all done, we will go over with a scourer on a drill, and just to make it a bit smoother, get the flaky bits off. But I mean, the main problem is, you can see how thick this is here. The main problem is to get that thick bit off. So
okay, and just for another question, how much time are you actually saving using the Speed Heater compared to any other products out there?
Well, I mean, it's the best product we've found so far. You know, there's no other product that will do it, basically. So I mean, you're looking probably half the time I would have thought. You know, there's no other way you would have done it without ruining the render behind it. You saw the soda blasting, which ruins the render. So you know, this is the only way you can really do it. And yeah, I mean, it takes a while, but it's going to take a while. But I mean, compared to other things like heat gun, which is a naked flame, which you can't really use, it's perfect, absolutely perfect.
I mean, if this wasn't available, what other options would there be?
You'd have to soda blast it,
You'd have to
or
soda blast
it, and then have to probably go over with a filler. You know, it's no good really. So this is the best way.
All right, let's just catch it one more time. Actually, that looks like it's pretty clean.
See? Yeah, and the thing is, that's fine. You can paint over that bottom layer. So you can't paint on this because they've glossed it. You can't put kind paint on gloss.
Right.
See? So you've got to keep it. That is fine. That'll be fine. The paint that we put on it, the formula that we put on it before the paint, will cover all this. You won't see it.
Oh, great.
So it's perfect. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for your time, Scott.
Right, no
Much appreciated. Thank you.